No countdown?
No?
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in tonight for our installment. What? Okay, you look at me. Brick walls. Hey guys. Thanks. Okay, Dave.
Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm letting you carry the intro today. I told you I was gonna let you carry the intro.
I didn't practice.
It doesn't take practice. It goes like this. Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, this is Sam, and tonight we are going over the brand new visual album, the cultural storm, the cultural phenomenon, Beyonce's Black is King. Take it away, Sam.
This is a visual film, a visual album from Beyonce as she reimagines the lessons of The Lion King. So throughout the movie, you'll hear portions of The Lion King. For today's young kings and queens in search of their own crowns, the voyages of Black families throughout time are honored in a tale about a young king transcending his journey. Through betrayal, love, and self-identity, affirmation of grand purpose with lush visuals of the celebration of Black resilience and culture. Film highlights the beauty of tradition and Black excellence. A celebration memoir for the world of Black expression. Videos that she portrays in there are the My Power, Move Forever, Brown Skin Girl. It's a story of all ages, and it informs and rebuilds the present, which gives present identity. It's a reunion of cultures and shared generations' beliefs, a story of how most broken have an extraordinary gift with a purposeful future. Now, I found that out after I watched the movie. I didn't even read any of that prior to watching the movie.
Okay, so now that you've gotten all of that out of the way.
I'm just saying, I really thought that portion of it was interesting, the way they described the movie. It was like, okay, you might, understand it a little bit better of what she's trying to portray to the culture. So it can be found, of course, on Disney Plus. That's where it was released on July 31st.
Yeah, some small company known as Disney kind of jumped in and collaborated with Beyonce, and I think
some small company.
I think this small little Disney with their small little Disney Plus, I think they're going to do fine now that Beyonce is giving them such a gracious and wonderful boost and everything. I think they're going to do just fine.
I think they were doing fine before.
I've never heard of them.
I've
never heard of this Disney.
You need to stop.
They were a small time.
Don't let Mickey come knock on this door.
Come on. The mouse versus the hive. The hive.
I don't know.
Very clearly the hive.
I don't know.
So,
the film is 1 hour and 25 minutes. Of course, it's a musical. I mean, I don't know what I expected going into. I don't know what I expected going into it, honestly.
Well, I mean, going into it, me myself, I knew it was going to be a glorified music video.
I didn't even think about that.
Looking at Beyonce, who's really growing to be a really big creator, director of things. With Lemonade being what it was, and now you have Black is King, I kind of just figured, this is an extended music video. This is something that's going to be glorified, and just a glorified music video. Yeah. Pretty much just a glorified music video.
But it was nice. I enjoyed every aspect of it. I enjoyed just learning about the African culture, because this is a lot of stuff that nobody knows. I mean, and who really takes the time to look it up?
Well, to your point, because I see you just mentioned the African culture. I see that this film has inspired a lot of people to research into things. I hope that everyone who's researching is researching the correct information, researching properly. Facebook is not a point of reference, and Wikipedia is also not a very good source of reference.
It's a source of reference.
probably get a couple of .orgs in your thing, .net.
But the whole thing about Wiki is that they do cite their sources as well.
No, they do. That's why I said, like, but so, if you could squeeze a .org or a .net in there somewhere, definitely squeeze a .org and .net somewhere in your research. I'm not researching this because I don't have the. I just found a whole bunch of books that I can look at that will probably give me some reference, but I don't care to research it. I mean, the imagery of it has ancestral stuff in there. So according to all of our internet detectives, it has a lot of symbolism in there. That I mean,
that's what any movie or anything of that type. I'll say that type of movie. First of all, it's about the Lion King. The Lion King is set in Africa. So it is going through tradition of Africa. It's just in the form of animals. It is. So and therefore, when you look at it,
I will maintain my stance that I had on the other day, right? And I actually heard some people say something that kind of echoes this today. The Lion King, it's not that it holds the African traditions. Right.
I'm not saying that it holds it, but it presents African traditions.
From what I'm trying to understand, it doesn't do a good job presenting.
It might not do a good job. It might not do a good job of presenting it, but it presents it. Even in the sense of anybody's seeing Roots, to where Kunta Kinte was holding the child up. So that portion is pretty much depicted the same way. And then if you want to get it technical, you want to look at the writers of The Lion King.
Neither one of them were black.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. We're getting this interpretation based off of somebody else's interpretation of what it could potentially be. That's exactly what I'm saying. And so now we have Beyonce wanting to pretty much redo The Lion King in a sense, from going from a child to being, just going through the stages of growth, of finding an identity.
Don't try to make it too deep. Going through the exact story of The Lion King.
That's what happened. You
just tried to add an unnecessary description to it, in my opinion.
You need to cut it out.
Going through the story of growth.
It is a story of growth.
No, The Lion King is a story.
It's a story of
being
growth.
Able to look at your past and say that doesn't matter.
Don't that sound like growth?
Because the stick of the past.
Doesn't that sounds like growth? To me, sounds like growth.
That sounds like I just wanted to reference the part from Rafiki that was left out of the 2019 line.
I can't. And remember, if you have any videos, if you have any movies, subscriptions, or anything.
Subscriptions.
Dave, not subscriptions. What's the word? If you have anything you want us to review, please let us know. Boom. Okay, you happy?
If you have any resumes.
We're not going there.
It's 23 weeks in, Sam. Almost a year in.
We're not doing that. But anyway, the outfits I really
wait.
What? All in my ear too.
Wait.
I'm right here.
Shout out to our Facebook viewers right here. We're back on Facebook. Holla at us. Shout out to our YouTube viewership when it says YouTube. What up? All right, that's all I had to say. That's shout out to people.
Their outfits, their hair, I loved it all. I mean, I want a couple of those outfits. I need to get some made. I love the outfits. It was just amazing the way she grabbed certain aspects and just depicted it. And I'm not going to get into it on the religious aspect of it, but just watch the movie for what it is. I mean, it's knowledge.
And again, I'll say the same thing I just said earlier. If you're going to research it, I don't care to read. Anyone can sit down at a table and talk to me about the religious aspect of it, and I'm I mean, but it was a nice little visual music video, and that's all I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as what I received in face value. Again,
but I'm just saying what I see as well, because of the fact that we do have viewers who may have looked at it on the religious aspect of it. But I just want to, we're okay. We already have our religious, intent or whatever the case may be. But she's just bringing something else from what could have been our ancestors' religious beliefs. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm saying like nobody's saying.
People just make sure that when they research this and they decide to look in this and want to educate and fact check people, just make sure that you're doing your research the right way. Make sure you're doing your research the proper way. If you're gonna do this, like really, because it's gonna be very easy. And
I even did some research on it today, just to, read. And I said I wasn't gonna do this. I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I might. But I mean, just read. You research whatever you see as well to get your interpretation of what's being presented, because everybody has their interpretation and they're gonna take it in a different way. Mm-hmm. But outside of the religious aspect of whatever people are saying, this was a good music video. It was.
Yeah, it was. Nice,
different people dancing, showing like African dances. It was nice. It was really nice. And it was a great depiction of what we could have been, or whatever the case may be.
It was nice. It was very I liked it. I enjoyed it. I mean, at a certain point, just going through the thing, I mean, with it being an hour and 25 minutes long, I don't know exactly at what point I was just like, okay, well, when's this gonna kind of wrap itself up? I mean, you can listen to the album and maybe get a similar experience. So
are you saying that you kind of got bored with it? Is that
I wouldn't say bored, but I would say that this is the absolute most I've actually sat and watched Beyonce. Like, actually sat and watched Beyonce, something Beyonce does. This is the longest I've sat and watched it. So it was good that it held my attention. I like that it held my attention because everything in it was actually really interesting.
Unique. I would say unique. I love the braids. I love them. I love the outfit.
Yeah, she has some really nice, some really good fashion choices in there. When you get into talking about like the story of the Lion King, how he tells it, I'm gonna go out and say this: don't sit there and look for a solid story the whole time, though, because at a certain point, I mean, it's not like a hard body narrative, like, but you can see.
I think what she takes from the Lion King is pretty much some messages, and then she gives us the intro.
And she just takes the
body and conclusion. I think that's what she pretty much did. And like I said, in that, she also took some messages as well.
I don't think it's something that you're meant to follow like a narrative with it, though. Like, I mean, you know the story. Like, it's really not something to follow. That's just me. That's in my opinion. It's not something that, you go in there and you follow a narrative with. However, I do trying to think of how to frame this the right way. Because I said when we watched it that will be the perfect depiction of if Beyonce were to be like the writer of this, and then Ava DuVernay were to take this and then turn it into a live action Lion King, that's pretty much what this would be. Like, I think like the first maybe 25, 30 minutes, that's where it was like, oh wow, this is like a really interesting retelling. They had the young boy, then they had the Mufasa like character, the Scar like character, and it was like, wow, this is how it will actually be like with real life. So it gives you kind of like that tease there, but it doesn't go all the way like with like a solid narrative. But yeah, that's all I had to say about it on the narrative side.
I would say that we already saw The Lion King, of course, when it was originally released, and we also saw a remake of it. So I think her doing a full narrative of it would have been just repetitive and probably boring. Well, I like the fact that she pulled certain things from it. It is to just remind you of your culture and, just to provide strength to our culture now. That's what I feel. And I feel that a lot of people are reaching and just with the negativity towards it, that should not be. Like, of course, everybody's going to have their opinion, but we need to find out who we really are. And that's practically what she's saying. Who are you? Like, we need to find out who we are as people, as African, as coming from African descent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our ancestors, they had culture. It was not the culture that we have now. And she's just saying, look at it. And yes, there are going to be demonic things in it because we have demonic things now in the culture that we have now. So it's like, cut it out. Cut it out. Just find out. She's pretty much saying, just find out who you are. And if you choose not to, then that is your choice. But you cannot knock somebody else for wanting to find out who they are or find out, you know, their background or any relation to any type of spiritual connection. And that's pretty much what she's presenting on a deeper level. But for a surface level, which is a video when you just watching, you know, to see how the music is going on. I enjoyed the music. Like I said, I especially enjoyed the outfit. She did that. She did each and every last outfit she had on. All the scenes were beautiful. They were magnificent. The dancing was excellent. It was just so beautiful to me, especially her and Kelly scene. I really loved her and Kelly scene.
Yeah, that seems to be
really loved it.
A really standout part that a lot of people are talking about with her and Kelly.
Like, it was just so beautiful. Like, their connection, it was just so beautiful. And even her connection with the other women that was in that scene. Mm-hmm. So it was just a really enlightening, uplifting scene. Mm-hmm. So I was pretty much loving it. I was loving it. Like I said, I love pretty much the whole thing. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm a hard down Beyonce fan, but I like Beyonce. You know, back in the day, Destiny Child, whatever the case may be, I was there, whatever, you know, singing the songs. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say, like, you know, I'm the Beehive. I'm not. But I enjoy good music, and Beyonce provides good music. She provides good performance. She's the whole thing. She's the entire. She's everything. She gives you the entertainment, and she provided that. She did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not, you know, an extensive amount of things to say about it or anything like that. I mean, one of the things I did enjoy the choreography. I thought that was great. It was one number. I don't know what the song was. I don't know at what mark it came in at, but I liked when she was doing like this dance routine with with one of the other dancers. I thought that was really nice. It really made me think about the Single Ladies video because we all know Beyonce can dance, but I like seeing her choreography in that one particular moment. I really enjoy, and lately, just on my own terms, I've been kind of really getting into, like, you know, African music and things like that. Well, not like, you know, well, music, modern day African music. And just had enough of it in there to kind of fill a pocket in me that I was just like, oh, you know, I can really vibe with this. I can really jam with this. So it's something that I enjoy just listening to because, you know, I was around that a lot recently, so just like being able to hear that and just on my terms, well, yeah, quote unquote my terms, I was like, oh, okay, this is nice. I like this. You know, I want to hear more from these artists. I want to know who these people are. I want to listen. I said when people ask me, when I talk to people and they ask me if I watched it and they asked me what I thought about it, I told them I've never felt so much Black power radiate through a television screen.
That's the whole thing. It was beautiful. Was beautiful. If you just took it for what it was, like, that was like trying to give everybody what they needed to represent the communities. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it was just so amazing. But like I said, people of course have to turn it negative, but I'm not looking at it like that. Yeah, well, I enjoyed it for what she was trying to do. Yeah, what I feel she was trying to do. I
liked it was really
it was like a straight really, Black power, like and that's really all and like up there. And I was talking.
I enjoyed like the imagery when it got around like Jay-Z's part and everything like that with Jay-Z's in there. I enjoyed it. Was just, I don't know, just like the imagery was just really, again, just uplifting stuff. I don't know, I can't, like, I felt all the Black power radiating through the screen. And once again, I kind of took a break from talking to my white friends. So, I mean, it's probably the first time they are hearing from me once again. But, I mean, it's that much Black power just makes you just, you know, full on Black.
I can't agree with that.
Black
because
is
I mean,
black.
if you friends with somebody, then you friends with them.
No, when you feel that black powder come out, man, some of the white people they hit different. Having white friends.
I don't think so. I don't think that should be. I have enough though. I have enough friends.
You talk to them every day. You talk to all your white friends every day.
If I talk to them every day, then I would have talked to them every day. If I did not talk to them every day, then I would not talk to them every day. But if I did talk to them every day, I would not hinder myself from talking to them based off my own emotional feelings, because unless they have proven that they're not receptive of my feelings.
I mean, that's cool now, but like, you talking to them after you feel empowered? Like, you hitting them up right after the empowerment?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily know.
You hitting them up after the empowerment?
I wouldn't necessarily.
That's a question we all want to know. If you hitting up the white friends after the empowerment? I'm not. I'm not. I'm not hitting them.
That's a part of the problem. That's a part of the problem.
Don't lighten up. Take the jokes, man.
I ain't taking no jokes.
Joke with me.
I ain't joking with you.
Oh, all my white friends know I care.
Okay. Listen, whatever. I'm not agreeing with him. It's not me.
After you get the empowerment. You get the empowerment. You get the empowerment. You're taking a 48-hour hiatus and talking to all your white friends.
I've been had the empowerment.
That's what I'm asking. Do you talk to your white friends every day?
I don't have white friends like that. Damn, you want me to say that? I don't have white friends like that. But if I did, I would talk to them.
You check on your Native American friends and that's how they're doing. You also check on your Europeans?
I have checked on all the friends that I have. I still communicate.
Alright, moving on.
No. Oh, moving on, nothing. You done took a whole how fucking long? Don't. I'm about to go to bed.
We trying to keep it fresh with comedy here.
That's not comedy because you're digging deep.
I ain't digging deep.
Not
digging deep enough.
Anyway, Beyonce, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
The haters. Fuck the haters.
Who's hating on this movie though?
A lot of people.
I see this. All right, so this is my thing about it, because there is nothing that can be said about this Beyonce film outside of that it is it's enjoyable. Mm-hmm. It's fun to watch. It's empowering to watch. It's something that you can jam to, something that you can dance to. It's something. I mean, it's just something you can sit there and enjoy. It's something that you can sit there and enjoy. It was a very smart move, very good call on Disney to release this. I mean, wherever the negativity is coming from, man, I don't know. I haven't spent enough time to really see it. I don't know.
I'm not even going to really call it negativity. I'm going to say, the difference.
Well, the negativity question,
but it technically is
differentiation of opinions, man. All that don't matter. Just sit down, be empowered for maybe an hour. Look at the white butler nodding his head, feeling the music in the background.
That was a choice.
Just sit and watch. I mean, it's something to watch. It's there. I mean, I thought it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I first watched it. I would go as far as to maybe even think about considering purchasing the album, just because I enjoyed the music in there. I thought it was very nice. People who have known me well enough know that the only Beyonce project I bought was Beyonce, that first surprise drop album back in 2013. I haven't rushed to get a Beyonce project since then, but I appreciate her music. The Homecoming documentary, I thought that was amazing. I've heard the music from there. Lemonade, I thought that was amazing. I wish I would have listened to Lemonade sooner than I did, because it was such a great piece of music to hear, and I think that that's something. I think it's a chronology with this is me getting my music bag. 10 seconds on the clock. Go. This is I think it's a chronology between Lemonade, 444, and Everything Is Love. I think it's a chronology between that. I think it's a storyline that runs through all three albums. That's just my thing. You would have to listen at least to 2 out of the 3 albums to really see where I'm coming from in that opinion. Okay. That is it. 10 seconds off the clock. So anyway, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, that, like I said, that's the most I've ever sat and watched Beyonce outside of maybe a halftime show at the Super Bowl. That's not the most I've listened to Beyonce. Shout out to my cousin. But I mean, and it's not even that Beyonce is carrying the whole thing. Like, you're not sitting there listening to an hour and 25 minutes of Beyonce singing.
Different artists.
There are different artists that carry it around. Shout out to some of the Jersey artists that was in there. Shout out to Tierra Whack from Philly. There were a lot of good artists in there, and I liked her rendition of Spirit that she did at the end of it, where she did the acapella. And at first, it took a while for me to register that she was actually singing that acapella inside of that building. And, you know, I just thought it was wonderful. Did she sing the new song that she came out with, Black Parade? Was that in there? Because I hear the song Black Parade, and I think that it was in the movie.
I am not sure.
I'm going back to the South.
I don't remember hearing that one.
No? Okay.
I don't remember hearing it, but it could have been there. I'm not able to fact check at this current moment.
I don't know. I mean, if it wasn't on the Gift, I might not have been in there, but I mean, it's Beyonce. She can throw whatever song she wants to. Fun fact though, this song I found out before it released, it was supposed to come out, it was done since last year. This was done since last year, which is why I don't think Black Parade was actually in the film itself. But yeah, it was supposed to come out last year. No, I was thinking about something.
I know.
Something else caught my mind and attention. All right, wait, I'm gonna address that real quick. If y'all are commenting, we're not currently seeing them. They're not popping up on our screen. But if y'all are commenting, we see y'all comments with our hearts. And we do love y'all. But
if you're not commenting,
we still love y'all. Just keep watching. All right, just keep watching. So
comment.
Comedy style. Anyway, but yeah, so it was supposed to come out last year, but it came out this year, and Beyonce released a statement about that, saying that she was very proud that it came out this year amidst all the things that are going on with the Black Lives Matter movement. I think that the timing of this,
she's very involved in the movement.
Beyonce is a very involved figure, a very very prominent female figure in the Black community, especially in her communities and other communities. I mean, this film coming out around this time, again, that small company known as Disney going ahead and deciding that they want to take a risk and a gamble on someone as big as Beyonce, which is really never a gamble. Beyonce decided she wanted to take a gamble and a risk on a small company like Disney. It's such an amazing thing. It was very enjoyable. Now, does it have replay value? Is the number one question. Does it have replay value?
Yes.
It does have replay value,
first of all, how many times have you all replayed it?
How many times you all replayed it?
Question.
Drop it.
Because I know a couple of people who pretty much watch this about 3-4 times already. Cheryl. Karan.
Would I watch this another time? I will watch it again. I probably won't watch it the same way, and by that I mean I probably wouldn't sit there throughout the whole hour 25. I'll probably let the music play and probably glance over the screen every once in a while just to see what part. Because again, I'm not looking at it with the lens
I'm gonna watch it again based off of the description I provided in the beginning of this,
and that's
why I want to rewatch it again based off of this.
And
I watched it without this.
But it's funny that you say that, because when you give that description, I looked at the description when you wrote it, I looked it up and everything. That's the lens I went in with, because I knew what it was going to be. So it's very interesting. Like, I knew what it was going to be going into it. And I was like, okay, this is what she's going for, and this is going to be a glorified music video of that concept.
I didn't go into it like
that. Yeah, no, I mean, that's fine, because, repeated viewings always open the door for different interpretations, no matter what you're watching, film, music video,
even
Beyonce work. So, I would watch this again. I wouldn't watch it with the same lenses. I just watch it just because I think it's something enjoyable. It's something that certain parts I would like to look at and just to watch and see. I hear people who are really into photography and videography say that this is the most well shot Black product ever because
It
you know
was
most
well
people
shot,
don't know
like,
how to
especially when
shoot
she was
black.
out in the ocean. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
it
it's
was just it
man.
was,
I mean, the sceneries, all that stuff was beautiful. I mean, we can go on and in circles and circles. This is actually the first review where I feel like we can go in circles, just talking about
repeating
how good this was because it was a solid solid entry into the Beyonce.
And for those, and you know what I'm saying, for those of you who hate Beyonce acting, you don't have to worry about that.
All right, here's my thing about Beyonce's acting.
No,
wait, now I'm not even gonna talk about Beyonce's
acting.
Wait. I gotta say this one. Here's my thing about Beyonce's involvement in Black Panther 2. Everyone assumed that she was playing Storm because somebody said she was playing Storm.
Of course.
I assumed that it was just going to be her working on the album, which in that case, I was excited. You can put Beyonce in a small spot in the movie. If Beyonce works on an album for Black Panther 2, come on. Do you see how good Kendrick did? I thought about this while watching the movie too. If Kendrick did a visual album for Black Panther the way Beyonce did a visual album for The Lion King, boy, man, the culture would have been on fire years ago, man.
Oh, yeah.
For the culture, get out of here. Beyonce on the soundtrack for Black Panther 2 is getting a visual album. It's getting another visual album. It's probably going to be 3 hours. With the cast of Black Panther reenacting every single scene with Beyonce music in the background. It had a cameo from Spider-Man. Oh, guess what? There ain't no Spider-Man in this one. Oh, it had a cameo from another Marvel superhero. Thor flew by in the background. It's not going to be Thor. It's going to be Jay-Z with a microphone and some
microphone check.
It's going to be Jay-Z flying through, doing something Jay-Z will only do, flying through. Shit.
I also like the fact that she had her daughter in there.
Yeah, I like really that. As well. Blue Ivy, the never impressed Blue Ivy. No disrespect. The never impressed Blue Ivy. She only smiled twice.
She doesn't show her emotion.
She only smiled twice. I counted.
And you know that's not a bad thing, especially with how she's growing up. I think that I think it's good. But she was in there, and of course at the end, Beyonce had.
I mean, who else could do a good visual album based on anything? Who else could do?
But you know, I think Usher.
No.
Yes.
No, Usher's music is like not good.
He can do a visual album off of Confessions. You such a hater. Don't
R. Kelly already did that.
Well, okay, R. Kelly, yeah. So, boom, it's already R. Kelly.
Yeah, I felt so much empowerment. I almost went and downloaded R. Kelly just because I felt the empowerment of Black people.
Cut it out.
Hey, I heard this crazy question. If someone dresses as Michael Jackson on Halloween, is it blackface?
Next
I thought
question.
about that. I thought about that. All right, I'm done. For real. All right, I'm be serious. I can't. I'm be serious. Hey, man, we in the middle of a storm.
I know. We're talking about the middle of anything. It has passed. It has.
Oh yeah, hey! Shout out to everybody! Shout out to everybody in Jersey and anybody who's been hit by this storm.
In the South too, it hit up that whole little South.
Yeah, everyone that's up the side of that East Coast that always get hit by a hurricane around this year. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all are safe. We're safe. We just don't have power, which is why it looks like a seance in here.
It does.
I don't know. What's the seance look like?
I don't know.
As far as
I thought you knew.
As far as y'all are all concerned, I've never been to one.
And I definitely haven't been.
But it looks about like this if I had to guess.
I mean, based off watching The Craft. I can do it based off watching The Craft.
I mean, the alleged rooms that I may or may not have heard about look like this, allegedly.
We only have 2 candles, so I would say nah.
Allegedly, only 1.5 candles are really needed.
First of all, I'm not talking about this. I refuse to talk about this.
Yeah, let's move on. So Beyonce's Black is King
is a you should watch it. I think I can't remember when I was looking up some information. I want to say it wasn't at 6 stars yet. It was like 5.5 or something. I want to say I can't exactly.
Out of what?
Out of 10.
I can partially see why. I think
I'm not 100% sure because I didn't write it down.
Because they used the dialogue. This had nothing to do with the rating really. They used dialogue from the 2019 Lion King. Where and so, shout out Seth Rogen for forever having your name linked to Beyonce. Start from the bottom now here, man. Shout out.
He been there.
Oh yeah, he's been there. He's been there, but now he's even more there. He's part of the Beehive. But whenever in the future,
he gets Beehive protection.
Whenever it comes the day to remember Beyonce on that big old BET stage, it's not even gonna be BET stage. It's gonna be on a big old stage, and they're gonna go through all her work. You're gonna hear Seth Rogen's voice doing a Hakuna Matata.
Just don't let him sing it because I don't have the time.
So, I mean, it's
I don't have the time. Like I cannot deal with that. Like I like the original interpretation of that song.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like James Earl Jones's dialogue would have hit better from the original Lion King than it did from the.
But I mean, I can understand why she did it from the remake because
that's the one that was paying her.
Yeah.
That's the one that was paying her.
And probably was easier anyway. Like I did this, let me do this again.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I'm glad that they allowed. And I'm gonna say allowed. Yeah. Because they didn't have to let her do it. Even though she probably could find another outlet.
Don't tell Beyonce no.
That's what. Anyway,
I'm glad that she went to them and allowed them to hold her
concert
to help produce her product.
Yeah,
because they didn't come to Beyonce. Beyonce went to them.
Yeah, I mean it was a solid idea. It was. Yeah, especially now during the movements. Mm-hmm. So it was the perfect time.
It was the perfect time for it to be released. One thing I do wish from this, and this is like a really small, tiny speck. I really wish that they would have had more of the artists that were featured in the songs. I wish they would have had a bit more of them in there because it'd have been nice to see Childish Gambino on there. It'd have been nice to see Kendrick had a little part. It would have been nice to see Kendrick in there, even though.
But then you don't want to make it that kind of movie either.
Yeah,
because that's
what I'm saying. It's a small nitpick because even though outside of that, like I said, shout out Tierra Whack. I'm glad to see her in there. I'm glad to see all the Jersey artists that were in there. There was a couple Jersey artists in there. Glad to see them in there. So I mean, I'm glad. And it's always good to see Jay-Z.
I like. First of all, I was a little skeptical that he wasn't even gonna come. I was like, damn. I was like, yeah. I could see Jay-Z in this, and then I was like, nah. He's not gonna be there. They're gonna just get us hyped for nothing. Oh, there he is! Look at Jay-Z's What's up? So I'm kind of glad about that he was in there. It was nice. Like pretty much like almost our whole family, which was nice.
Yeah. Like we said, a lot of strong energy, a lot of strong Black power. I'm giving this on a scale from 1 to 10. No, we do 1 to 5. Oh, 1 to 5. Dang, Beyonce bumped our score up 5. You know what? Just for you, Beyonce, just for you, Beehive, I'm doing 1 to 10. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm giving this a 9.5. Beehive, you ain't getting off that easy. 9.5.
I'm giving it a 10. Yep.
So yeah, and together that's 19 and a half, which is almost 20.
I'm giving it a 10 just because of everything that was in it. It was attractive from the beginning, from start to finish. It was attractive. Like, she brought it like she always does.
Yeah.
She brought it.
I give it 19. I give it a 9.5. I mean, I think it was.
And my rating is actually higher. But like I said, if I didn't feel it was deserving of the rating, I wouldn't give it. But it was like a full 10. Like it had to have been. It was awesome for me. It really was, and I'm not gonna.
The rare 10 stars that will never ever come up again. The Beehive, Beyonce, Black is King. Y'all got us to give this film a higher rating than we've ever given it here on BrickWall Reviews. So I mean, with that said, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in here on Facebook, on our Facebook page. We usually are over on YouTube every Tuesday, pretty much
every Tuesday.
We trying to keep up.
Next week
is her anime, BrickWall anime.
Anime
with Sam.
Anime.
She's working on a lot of different series, guys. So
if you have a suggestion, let me know. It might be one that I am conjuring and thinking about. I'm all over the place with choosing one right now.
Yeah, the list is big, the list is long, and yeah. So
just let us know any movie suggestions,
any film suggestions, any
television series suggestions, anything related to the tube or the phone. Some people watch stuff on their phone.
Yeah.
Let us know. Make sure that we can potentially get around to it. Like I said, join us again next Tuesday, same time, same place.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Help us reach our goal of 100 subscribers.
1,000. We're just gonna throw it out there.
Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We were gonna take baby steps.
Nah, we just gonna jump.
Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Definitely keep tuning in. We are working hard on more content, more ways to bring you guys some great BrickWall stuff.
Thanks for bearing with us today.
If you guys tuned in here, thank you
Thank you
to all our viewers. If y'all have been dropping comments, let me try to see if anybody been dropping some comments real quick. Let me try to see. Nope, I don't see anybody dropping a comment. All right, but it's fine because we still love y'all.
Thank you for watching.
Thank y'all for watching.
You didn't have to watch.
You didn't have to watch. Especially if y'all got power and you're using your last little bit of battery life to watch us. We really appreciate that. Like I said, we're working on some really cool stuff. Always formulating, always working. Definitely big shout out to my co-host here, Sam, for finding a way to push through.
Y'all don't even know.
For a blackout.
Y'all don't even know.
I ain't gonna lie, I was ready to go to sleep today. But because we have an amazing co-host here, I couldn't do none of this without her. And I'm saying that because we are on Facebook. So we're on Facebook right now. So when we go over to YouTube, you ain't gonna see all this. I'm editing this out. This is a Facebook exclusive. Thank you. I appreciate you. You are the best co-host.
I almost had to fight him, y'all.
You are
I almost had to just tickle him like this.
You are the best for putting up with this.
I almost had to take him by the neck.
Y'all keep watching our videos.
Shout out to Dave's new hairstyle.
Oh, y'all see it? Y'all saw it earlier in my video I put up. Alright, but what y'all man.
Thank y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Remember to wear your mask. Remember we are still in this movement. And if you are one of the states that are going through this tropical storm, there's a hurricane now, I heard. Okay, well, we're going through this
this
environmental
the August chapter of 2020. If you're one of the states going through August chapter of 2020, pray it don't get worse. Please be safe.
And don't take all the bread out the store, or all the water, or all the batteries, all the candles, because some people still need some.
And definitely keep wearing masks, because we're about to rescind back into that. Use that word right? I don't know. We about to go back in a lockdown, y'all. Come on, use your mask. Shout out to all the school systems. Do some distance learning. Vote for distance learning. We'll see y'all on
Tuesday.
We'll see y'all on